went back to Canada for Christmas this year. I went back home because going home for Christmas is what you do if you weren't abused by your parents. And I wasn't, so I do. And this year was great. On the one night I went out with all my childhood friends. We met up in a pub to catch up, and we started playing this drinking game that we invented in university that we call Spoons. There's a lot of different versions of Spoons. I think ours is definitely one of the best. It's really easy. It's just we each take turns, and when it's your turn, you pick a stranger at the bar, and then you go up and you see how long you can spoon that stranger for. It's a real community builder. And it's awesome. Everyone drinks while you spoon, and if you spoon for less than 3 seconds, you gotta down your beer. It's a fucking great game. I honestly cannot recommend it enough. Now, I don't know if it's because it was Christmas time or what, but there was a particularly cuddly crowd in that evening. And so by the time the lights came up, we were uncoordinated. And so when we stumbled out into the evening looking for a late night pizza place, because nothing restores balance like pizza. That's just science. And so most of my friends were on like an extreme foraging mission. They were moving. I was sort of dawdling in the back with my friends John and Lisa, and we were discussing the pros and cons of sweet corn as a pizza topping. You know, really getting into it. And we passed this alley at one point. When we passed the alley, Lisa just stopped talking. And we took another 10 steps, and I sort of looked over and I was like, are you okay? And she was like, yeah, no, I'm totally fine. Just, did you see that alley back there? And I was like, yeah. And she said, did you see the neon light bulbs in that alley back there? And I was like, yeah. And she said, do you want to go smash those neon light bulbs in that alley back there? And before I could say, will you marry me? She was already gone. And so I started chasing her into the alley, and as I came around the corner, she was already stood there in like a classic fencer's pose with a light bulb in her left hand just extended towards my heart. She looked me dead in the eyes and she just said, hello, my name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father, prepare to die. Not to be outdone, I picked up a light bulb and I went, Zorro! Because Zorro didn't have a catchphrase. It's not fair. There's not a lot of Spanish-speaking sword fighters out there to choose from. And then we drunkenly played sword fight with neon light bulbs in an alleyway for 3.5 of the greatest minutes of my life. Now, it was only 3.5 minutes because at that point, John, who had been watching all this from the sidewalk, because John's a coward, John just yelled out, cops! And then walked away. And now, you may not guess this from looking at me, but I have dealt with the police before. So when I heard cops, I didn't freak out or anything. I just put my light bulbs down, I took a deep breath, and I started casually walking down the alley on the way to my fiance's house via the cheese store. Why, yes, officer. I'm also surprised at how many broken light bulbs there are in this alleyway. I thought this was supposed to be a good neighborhood. Guess I won't be buying any property here anytime soon. Keep up the good work, big guy. Now, Lisa had never dealt with the police before, so when she heard cops, she just panicked and freaked out. She smashed her light bulbs and she ran out of the alley. Rookie move, Lisa. Rookie move. Now I figure I'm definitely getting away with this because she looks guilty as fuck and I have an ironclad alibi. Turns out I didn't really think it through because apparently hearing a smash, then seeing a woman run out of an alley, followed by a sauntering bearded man, doesn't exactly paint the picture of innocence I was hoping would come across.